Hello, people. This is Dr. Wang here recording. Welcome to the new semester and welcome to the International Finance class. This is the first time I teach International Finance entirely online. And this is a summer class which extends from May to July. So it's an 8-week class instead of a 15-week regular class. So that basically means the entire coursework is more condensed. So we will have more intensified schedule, and we will still doing the same homework, same assignments, and the same quizzes, same exams as what we should do in a regular semester. So we're looking at twice more work in a single time period. So just to be ready for that. And here is your syllabus, which is already posted on the canvas. You can download it and read through it. So at the beginning of the syllabus, I put the mission statement of the university and the Graham School of Management. And right here, this is our course. It's called International Finance, and it is one of the core requirements for finance majors. And definitely, you should have taken the Principal Finance class, which is Finance 300. And also, you need to take two econ classes. One is microeconomics, and another is macroeconomics. I'm not sure whether these two economics courses has been merged into one, but definitely you have to have some knowledge in the basic economic theories. And right here is my name, Dr. Sang Wang. I have a doctoral degree from University of Central Florida, and before that, I got a master's degree in applied economics from University of North Dakota. And this name is a Chinese name, as I was born and brought up in China. Um, my title is associate professor. Just got the promotion last year, so pretty happy with that. Especially got a salary increase. This is my office number, but I don't think you guys would reach me on the office number because I won't be on campus overall. So this would be my cell phone number. Just in case you have any questions, you can contact me directly. And the course materials required is this textbook, is the Yun and Resnick International Financial Management course. Okay, so this one. Um, Maybe it has been updated to a much newer version. Maybe it's the eighth edition or ninth edition. I don't quite care. If you want to save some money by buying an older edition like the fifth or the sixth, that's completely okay with me. There could be some new updated knowledge in the newer edition. For that, you should just keep yourself updated by doing some Google search. For example, what's the exchange rate policy of the Chinese government? If you ask that question 10 years ago, I would say it's a pegged exchange regime, but right now it's a managed floating regime. And these kind of questions would be appear in your exam just to be updated to the newest information. All right, so this is the course description. So basically, it's about international financial management, and the most important thing in the international finance management is multinational corporations. They are headquartered in one country, import things in another country, and then sell their products in the third country. And also, they have to do the currency exchanges to facilitate the international transactions. And a large chunk of this course will focus on exchange rate. Okay, so what are the determinant of a certain exchange rate? Let's say if you want to exchange 100 US dollars for euros, how much euros you would get, and if the euro appreciate or depreciate by certain percentage over a certain period, what's the reason behind that? So the determination of exchange rates is definitely a big part of our course and a significant part in your first exam. We also realize the risk in the exchange rate. When the exchange rate gets volatile, gets more uncertain, so we want to find a way to control that risk. that basically require us to apply some operating techniques or some financial products, namely derivatives, to control for that risks. So these derivatives are options, futures, swaps. All in the city of Chicago is very active in derivatives trading. So if you have this much knowledge, that's definitely a big plus if you want to work in the financial industry in the city of Chicago. And we will also have some miscellaneous topics like investing internationally, either through portfolio management, which is about stock and bond investment, or you can do foreign direct investment, which is about buying land and building up factories to make money overseas. The learning outcomes for this class, after you successfully complete this course, you should have a basic knowledge of the function and operations of international financial markets, and you have a clear distinction between financial instruments and their costs and benefits. You know, when we're talking about these fancy financial derivatives like swaps, currency, futures, and option combinations, we want to know the cost with them and what the use they have. And also you will get some practical experience through some case studies in our class, so you would have a better idea about the international financial market. And also you will need to learn the decision-making process of international corporations in their financial decisions when they are making investment overseas, either through securities trading or just direct investment in tangible assets. So here are some learning goals. You guys can feel free to read through it. I just put here for formality. This is the outline of our class for the semester. In total, we have 8 weeks, and here are the topics for each week and the chapters related. In total, we're going to have 3 midterm exams, and each of them would cover different chapters, so the final exam is not a cumulative exam. I'm not going into details to introduce each of the chapter one by one, just to put it here so we have something to stay on. A large portion of this course, again, is focusing on options and futures and all these derivatives because the Graham School has received some sponsorship from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, so that's part of the requirement for that financial sponsorship. For your assessment, 10% of your grade will be depending on quizzes and your participation. We will have quizzes as the class goes by. In total, we may have 8 to 10 quizzes, and I will drop the one you score the lowest. Participation is also part of this grade because sometimes I will call up for some video conference and your participation will be graded. Throughout the semester, you will have 3 assignments. Each assignment is 5% of your grade. And it's based on the chapters for each exam. So basically, one exam is with one assignment. Each exam is worth 25%. Since you have a 2 midterm exam, that's a total of 50%. The rubric for evaluation is just as another professor's scale. If you get a 90% or higher, you get an A, 80 to 89%, you get a B, so on and so forth. If you're close to get 90%, let's say 89.5, then I can curve the class a little bit. Just to let you know, if I do any curving, that the same point should be added to everyone's grade, just to ensure class integrity. Be aware that there's a late policy. If you delay your submission for 10%, then if you delay your submission by just one single calendar day, there will be a 10% grade discount for your assignment. And this rule does not apply to your exam. Okay, so for your exam, once it's assigned, you will have a sufficient time to finish it, and there's no late submission except for the exam. Okay, no late submission accepted for the exam. Just to be aware of that. There's also academic policy. If you are doing anything that is related with cheating, there will be consequences. So what I'm most concerned is that since this is an online class and many of these assignments are so similar with the previous international finance courses, I'm worried that some of you may use other people's work to copy and then submit through your own submission. If that things happens, I will find a way to find it out. Okay, so this will be very serious issue. Just trust me, I have some method to find out duplications. Just don't do that. That's the bottom line. So that's basically it. At the end of the syllabus, I put a disability policy and technology policy for the university, just for your information.